Good day and welcome to this week's episode of Your Money Moment. I'm your host, Mauritz Oberholzer. This week I will build on the last 3 weeks of discussing what you should focus on in the different life stages. And this week we are focusing on your 50s. Your 50s is another crucial part of your planning process and sometimes the last opportunity to get things right before you retire. So let's get into the top 5 things you should be focusing on in your 50s. Number 1 is the obvious one, retirement savings. With retirement approaching, it's essential to assess your savings and determine if you're on track to meet your retirement goals. Maximize your contribution retirements in accounts such as RAs, tax-free savings investments, or similar plans. Consider working with a financial advisor to develop a comprehensive retirement strategy. Visualize how retirement would look for you and what you want to achieve, your goals, how often you want to travel, do you want to travel, what hobbies do you have, how much that costs, all those things, take them into account. Number 2 would be debt reduction. Aim to minimize or eliminate all debt, credit card debt and personal loans. Prioritize paying off the smallest debt first and rolling that into the next debt and the next one and the next one. You can listen my episode on the debt snowball and how to get out of debt, and that is the easiest way, irrespective of interest rates. Focus on the smallest one first, roll that money you're saving now when you pay that off into the new second smallest one, and so forth, and let it roll into each other. Don't worry about the interest rate, it's more about getting the momentum going. Number 3 would be estate planning. Review your estate plan, including wills, trusts, and power of attorney documents. Ensure your beneficiaries are up to date and consider consulting with an estate planning attorney to address any complex issues. It's also crucial to consider long-term care insurance and plan for potential healthcare costs in retirement. Number 4 would be asset allocation. Evaluate your investment portfolio and ensure it aligns with your risk tolerance and retirement timeline. As you near retirement, you may want to rebalance your portfolio to reduce exposure to high-risk investments and focus more on preserving capital. Diversify your investments to mitigate risk and seek professional advice if needed. And number 5, I would say health insurance and long-term care. Review your health insurance or medical aid coverage and understand how that works. Consider purchasing supplemental insurance to cover potential gaps in coverage, like gap cover and so forth. Additionally, explore long-term care insurance options to protect against the high cost of extended care, as healthcare expenses can be a significant burden in retirement. So that's my top 5, but it's definitely not complete list. There's obviously many more things to focus on, but I think these top 5s would be the highest priority for my clients, and that's what I would suggest focusing on, especially getting out of debt and making sure that you do not enter retirement with a debt burden, because that will force you to make use of your retirement savings to now pay for debt that you could have paid off at an earlier stage. That's it for this week's Money Moment. Join me next week, same time, same place. And remember, if you want to get hold of me, you can email me on info@mauritzoberholzer.co.za.